The days of you or anyone talking bad or disparaging Nigerians, those days are over. Hear me now and hear me well. Because I am a straight shooter. Anyone that knows me, I am a straight shooter. I am like this. Like this. I don't bend with the wind. I always like this. My yay is my yay and my nay is my nay. I might slide a little bit when the heavy wind comes, but I'm always erect. So hear it from me now. If you're a Nigerian, signed or subscribed to Sammyflex, okay, you should never sit in there and allow someone to disparage your country and your people at will with impunity. You need to go ahead and unsubscribe. Now you've heard it from me in terms of my video. All right. Welcome all you 1,260 subscribers. I am your man, Corb J. And welcome to this special show. All right. This is a long anticipated show. We are talking about Sammyflex today. We are going to be addressing a few things regarding this individual. And so I am excited to have this show, and I'm excited to bring you all this. You are going to love what I have for you all today. But before we even do all of that, I want to first of all thank every one of my subscribers on this channel. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for your kind words. Thank you for your contribution to this channel. Thank you. I could never have been able to achieve this much within a very short period of time. And so thank you. Let me give you a couple of announcements here. So we have a petition. There's a petition that I started not too long ago, or 3 weeks ago, I believe. And so that petition is going on. So make sure you make your voice heard. This is a petition to really have Netflix pull down a ridiculous statement made by Dyer, the director of the afrobeat, The Backstory. And so there's a petition. And I am glad to report to you all that we currently have, we have now 124, as of when I looked at it about 5 minutes ago, 124 people have signed this petition. So thank you so much. Let me show you what I'm talking about here, so that way you can kind of see it. Let me show you guys here. Let me share my screen here. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that. So here is a petition that we currently have. We have right now 124, as I mentioned, have signed this petition. And also what's even more interesting is that most of you, 124 of you, 120 shared this petition. And so thank you all for really making your voices heard on this. And so keep sharing those petitions, keep making people aware, because we need to address this. And I will continue to send this off to Netflix and have Netflix really kind of take this whole thing down, or at least retract this statement that was made. For those of you that may not know what I'm talking about, let me give you a quick highlight on that so you know what the petition is about. So there was a documentary that was released by Dyer titled Afrobeat, The Backstory. In that documentary, he made a false statement, unfounded and unsubstantiated statement, where he credits Ghana for the foundation of Afrobeat in episode 12. That is a no-no, and that is offensive to Nigerians and the legacy of both Nigerians and Fela Kuti, because Afrobeat was founded in Nigeria by Nigerians. And so that is our petition to. So I'm not asking for, the entire documentary to be pulled down. That's certainly not what I'm asking for. What we're asking is to have that statement retracted, taken off. This is not unusual. Such things have happened with other communities. I'm sure you guys have seen where news network and media networks have had to retract statements that they made incorrectly publicly in the air. And so this is our way of saying that no one gets to just make wrong statements or say the wrong thing or disrespect us and get away with it. So this is our way of really doing something about it. Because if we just keep quiet and let anyone say anything, then it really devalues our value as Nigerians, as Africans. And so that is a statement that we're making. So thank you all to those of you that have really kind of made your voices heard. I'm encouraged by it, and I appreciate those that have also shared the petition. So keep doing that, and we'll keep kind of moving forward. Let me go ahead and remind everyone how we got here. Okay, so let's talk about why we are here today. We're here to address a gentleman named Sammyflex. And so this is my response video to his response video, believe it or not. And so I am going to address a couple of things. So here's how we got here. And I want to sort of give you all a reminder of how we are, because I understand communication. And so for those of you that may not know what's going on, that are probably joining my channel for the first time or watching this for the first time, here's how we got here. So about a few weeks ago, I did a live video where I talked about a lot of things. And in that 1 hour and 20 minutes video, I believe that's how long it was, I had a 13-minute segment in which I addressed a gentleman named Sammyflex. I don't know this individual. And so I addressed a statement he made on a review that he did on his platform on both P Square. And so I reviewed that, and I addressed that particular point and that particular behavior, which was an inciting and stoking of division between Nigerians and South Africa. In that video, I said, in a 13-minute segment video, I said that this is an individual that is stoking division. And I even played what he said. That way no one misrepresents what I said or misrepresents what he said. So people got the chance to hear this firsthand from him. And basically this individual was inciting or attempting to really kind of egg a division between South Africa and Nigeria by telling South Africans to really watch out for Nigerians, especially with their collaboration with Nigerians and South Africans working on both Afrobeat and Amapiano. And so that was a despicable statement and a despicable move by this gentleman. And so I addressed that particular point regarding that type of behavior. Should, by no means necessary, should anyone be promoting division against any country. Okay, it's a very low and despicable behavior. And so that's what I addressed in my video. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, this individual apparently didn't like my addressing him for being divisive. And so he reached out to me or commented on the video. Apparently this video was making its round, and you should go watch the video. The love and comments that I got from that video was very positive, and it was well received, and I appreciate everyone who really kind of contributed to that video. Anyhow, apparently he got wind of this video and decided to comment on it. I received that comment, and I saw his comment. Basically, what he was saying was, what is your problem? In many words, that I need to send you a love letter. I don't know what that means, bro, but I don't know what's going on in Ghana. I don't flow like that. Okay, don't be sending me no love letter. But apparently, what I think he was trying to allude to was that he was going to respond, because he did mention in his comment that you have to respond to me. And I basically replied back to him and said, do not stoke division. That was what I was responding to. Do not stoke division between Nigerians and South Africa. And that to me is a feminine energy type of behavior. I didn't tell him all of that, but this is my take on that. Because this guy obviously doesn't like Nigerians. And it has been made known to me, and over the last 2 weeks, in anticipation of this video, I've had to research this gentleman thoroughly. And I've been able to really find that this gentleman really has a problem against Nigerians. He tries to mask it. He tries to really kind of tiptoe the line or stay or on the fence. But we're not stupid. And so many Nigerians, many Nigerians that have really come in contact with this man, from what I've seen, have really expressed the disappointment at his level of this hate against Nigeria. So that's what happened. So anyway, he deletes the comment. And I think why he deleted this comment, which I have email threads of the comment, because YouTube usually sends me notification of every comment that comes in, so I do have those comments. So he deletes it. So I think why he deleted it was that he knew that leaving such a comment on my platform would probably get him a backlash. He's seen the type of support I get on my channel. He's seen the type of fan base that I have. So I think that's why he deleted those comments and decides to come up with a video on his platform with the anticipation of really shaming me on this video. And that video is what we're going to address today. Okay. So I think that's what was his strategy, to try to shame me on his platform, to present me to his 118,000 subscribers, as he puts it. But guess what happened? It backfired on him. Okay, the 99.2% of the comments of the 280, and you should go watch this. It's amazing. It's a fascinating thing. 99.2%, and I did the math, of all the comments that he got were backlash against him. Imagine that for a second. And I'll go over this video. I got points here, that I'm going to address everything he made on that. He talked about in that video. But it was a fascinating thing to see that he got a backlash because he thought he was going to shame me and my 1,000 subscribers. But he received nothing but a backlash. And that is a fascinating thing to see. Even the engagement in terms of like on the video was very low. I think he had in terms of those that liked the video, were like 2% of those that watched it, which is a low percentage average. In terms of those that watched my video that I made, that he was responding to, was almost 6% of those, almost 6% of those that watched and liked the video received such a positive outcome. And I'm truly grateful. I didn't tell anyone to go to his channel to do that. I didn't even know he was going to drop that, right? But when I saw that, I just thought that was a very naive thing to do. And I will say this. Here's what I'm going to say, because I've got a lot to cover. This is going to be a long video. Okay, so if you're not ready for a long video, maybe go ahead and do something else. I'm going to chop this whole live thing into bits, and I'll post them later on during the week or next week. So, but this is going to be a long video. For many of you that can stay and watch it, we are going to have an exciting show. I'm going to address everything that he said in this video. Here's what I'm going to do in this video. Here's what to expect. Because again, while I address a lot of things he said, which was an emotional outburst, and I was really embarrassed. The presentation, his conduct, his delivery on that video was, to me, very poor. When I kind of sort of look at a person who, as he said, has accomplished a lot, and to really present himself that way was really hard to watch. But nonetheless, he addressed it, and I'm going to respond to that video, and I'm going to go over a lot of things. Now, I want to say this. It is fascinating that a guy like Sammyflex, who has 118,000 subscribers, felt the need to respond to an individual with 1,000 subscribers. That, to me, shows that he is a junior in terms of business strategy. He lacks emotional intelligence. He lacks the maturity to run an effective brand, because that one action he did, really, in my opinion, and in many business strategies will tell you, that was a wrong move to do that. And here's why. You do not respond to a small brand or a new channel coming up. You don't, especially if you are in that position that he is, in terms of 118,000. Why in the world, I don't get it, why in the world will a Sammyflex respond to a channel that is 1,000 subscribers? For the life of me, I won't get it, because he stands to gain nothing. Right? He stands to gain nothing. And what he did, not that I was looking for it, and I'm going to address that. What he did was literally make me relevant. I wasn't looking to be relevant. I mean, I'm relevant in my own right. But that was not why I did the video. I didn't do the video to clout. I don't need that. I did that video because what he said and his divisive nature, and what he sort of displayed on this video was what I addressed. And that was it. And guys like Sammyflex have walked around with impunity on their platform, talking down to Nigerians at will, clouting over Nigerians to get views, clouting over afrobeat to get views. But at the same time, talk down on us. You see, you find people like that on YouTube. They don't like Nigerians, but they'll clout over Afrobeats, our success. But then they want to talk bad about us on other areas. You don't get to do that. You're going to have to pick a side. Whether you talk bad on Nigerians and do that, if that's what you know. You don't get to really dabble and take our glory. You don't get to do that. Take our glory, but at the same time, you want to sort of like smear us. That's not going to work. So the days of Sammyflex doing that are over. I got your time now, buddy. So Sammyflex says that I want attention. That's what he said in his video. That I want attention. So let me say this, because he somehow thought that my addressing his division, his stoking division, was me looking for attention. So here, let me say this. Let me give a PSA right now. This is going to be the first, because he seemed to say that think that I did that to gain subscriber, get attention. So here is a PSA. First on YouTube, to my knowledge, I don't think anyone has done this. If you are subscribed to Sammyflex TV, do not subscribe to my channel. Let me repeat that again. If you're subscribed to Sammyflex TV, do not subscribe to Corporate Junky. I'm going to say that one more time so that he understands that this is not, I'm not looking for clout. I don't chase clout. I don't bow down for nobody. So I'm going to say that one more time. If you are subscribed to Sammyflex TV, do not subscribe to my channel, Corporate Junky. I mean, do whatever you want, but I didn't do that to gain some kind of subscriber from him. I don't need Sammyflex subscribers. I am going to demonstrate. I'm going to show you guys a lot. I have a lot of data on Sammyflex. I have a lot of data on him. And I'm going to show you guys a lot about that I have on him in terms of, because he went on bragging about his subscribers that I'm looking for. I'm going to show you why most of his subscribers are bots. They're not real subscribers. We'll get to that. So here's why those are bots. When you look at Sammyflex, and I have done this for a living, and I'm going to talk about my my background. Okay, we're going to talk about that on this video, but we're going to share a lot. This is with the information I have. Sammy is not going to come back from this. He's not. He's not going to come out of this because I don't play around in terms of when I go in on you, you're going to feel it. Sammy is not going to come in terms of his credibility, whatever, if he still has one, because from what I've gathered, he is not liked in these YouTube streets. It's not liked, right? So whatever little credibility he's got, he's not going to have it. He's not going to come back on this. Okay. All right. Here's another thing I want to address. He alluded to the fact that I'm young and he needed to teach me a lesson. Sammyflex, I am older than you, buddy. I am 44 years old. And you're 42. I'm older than you. I know I don't look it, but I am 44 years old. I mean, not that it matters, because you can have, old fools. But just so you know, I'm not that young. I'll be 45 January 11th. I was born January 11th, 1978. I'm older than you. So just wanted to put that out there. But I'm going to use this as a teachable moment for this individual because he lacks business acumen. He lacks strategy. He lacks the maturity that I would have expected from someone of his caliber, at least someone that at least has worked as hard as he claimed to achieve where he is. So I'm going to use this as a teachable moment. And then finally, Sammyflex asked, who am I? That was a question he asked. You're going to find out today who I am. Here's what I'm going to say about that whole I'm evil. Okay? I'm not evil. Okay? I'm justice. Okay? I'm the shadow in the dark. I am your worst nightmare. You met the wrong one. You met the wrong one. And you're going to find out because I'm going to go over. So that last one, I struggle with it a little bit in terms of who I am. I struggle with it because it's essentially, I have to brag a little bit, because essentially me giving you my resume, so I'm just going to do a little bit. I'm just going to brag just a little bit, but you're going to find out who you're dealing with today. Okay. So that's a highlight of what we're going to be going over today. And then later on, after all of that, I am going to open up the line for you all because I need him to hear from the people that he disparages. Most times when you have people like that have platforms, that have a YouTube channel, it's a one-sided conversation. They get to say whatever one they say, and then everyone just listens. Right? So he gets to really talk down on Nigerians and say a whole bunch of nonsense. So today he's going to hear from Nigerians. He's going to hear from the people he disparages, people that he talks down to. So if you want to come up later on the show, the link is in the chat. Click on the link, come right up, and we'll have that. So I'm going to try to go talk. I'll try to look at what's going on in the chat. Thank you, Mike. Mike says I'm glad you're tackling this issue. So let me get you guys so you guys can see his comment. I'm glad you're tackling this issue. We've been quiet and received insult too much. You're absolutely right. You have people on YouTube who have seen, disparage and talk down on Nigerians, but they want to jump on the afrobeat thing. See, the whole afrobeat thing is not a clout for me. Let me explain this to anyone watching it. It's not a clout for me. It is my legacy. It is my people's work. You see, most of these other people who are not Nigerians that jump on the Afrobeat thing, they get to not be Nigerians. when it's convenient. So I can't choose not to be a Nigerian when it's convenient. So I take all the insults about all the negative things people say about Nigeria. I take it because I can't get to switch off. These people get to do that. They get to jump on our glory, talk about afrobeat to get views on YouTube. But then, and again, they get to like go back to who they are and say, oh, we're not Nigerians when it's convenient. Oh, we're Ghanaians. Oh, we're African Americans. Oh, we when it's convenient. This type of thing, you see this. I don't get to do that. So this is my people's legacy. This is my children's legacy. I don't get to, and I don't choose to want to not be Nigerian. I'm proud to be a Nigerian. So me talking about Nigerians' Afrobeat success is not a clout. It is me talking about my people's hard work, right? Okay, so let's keep going. So let me see what other comment here. Here's another one. True talk. Nigeria must unsubscribe from that Mugu. You guys do whatever you want. Here's another one. He's always talking about Nigerians a lot. That's absolutely true. From what I saw, this individual just goes on, and he's not sharp at all. Here's another one from Samuel. Yeah, that's true. People use Nigerians. Samuel, I agree. They use Nigerians for clout when it's convenient. They use Nigerians for that, but at the same time, they want to speak ill of us. No, it's not going to work, right? Again, let me be clear. You're okay. It's okay for you to criticize Nigerians. Nigerians are not above criticism. I will never do that on my channel. You're not going to find me on this channel talking down on Nigerians. It's not going to happen. There's plenty of channels that feel that they can do that. There's even Nigerian channels on YouTube that talk down on their own people, and I think that's a shame. They're going to find out on me. Here, we lift up Nigerians here on this channel. You don't like it? Go watch something else. So here's what he said. Okay, that I'm a small channel. Sammyflex, yes, I am small. I just started this thing 10 months ago. I haven't been here that long. I opened this channel September 23rd, 2021 was when I created an account, a YouTube account for myself. And my first video was in October. So I've only been on this thing for like 10 months. And in that 10 months, my channel has grown substantially. I was only 400 subscribers in May. 400. And grew substantially. I added about 800 and something subscribers in almost 3 months. That is what we call in business exponential growth. So I haven't been in this long. You've been in this for 5 years. Okay, so don't compare me with you. You've been in this long on that, and I'm going to let these people know. Why your channel, even as because you bragged about it and you called me out. You talked about how little I am, how I'm struggling with my 1,000. No, I'm not struggling with my 1,000 subscribers. No, I'm not. My people have made me who I am today. These people that you somehow talk down on and call them uncivilized, that's not going to work for me, man. Because these people are the ones that have made my channel where it is today. Okay? And I have utmost respect for my subscribers because they literally lifted this channel up. And so you're not going to get to do that. But it's a free country, it's a free world. You can say whatever you want, but understand whatever you say has consequences. So don't compare me with you. I am growing. But I've been on YouTube for 10 years. I haven't. I've had my own channel for 10 months, but I've been operating on YouTube for 10 years, and that is due to the work I do. Utilizing YouTube as a business strategy for a lot of the clients I've worked with too. I'll go into all of that. So I'm familiar with the platform. I'm familiar with all the social media platform. So I'm not new to the to YouTube platform. I've been on this for 10 years, in my 20-year career. But in terms of me owning a platform and really kind of having my own channel, I've only had this for 10 months. So I haven't been there that long. And most of my videos have been doing substantially well. So we're going to review Sammyflex's, because he brags. He brags about his 118,000. So I'm going to tell you why those are bots. I'm going to show you data. We're going to review his, okay? Because when you look at the information I'm going to show you, when you look at the views that he's getting for a channel that has 118,000 subscribers, the amount of view he's getting are really poor. Let me say that again. For a channel that has 118,000 subscribers, which is why I'm going to show you why most of those are bots, okay, and paid for. Most of those are bought subscribers. They're not real organic subscribers, because he averages the same thing I'm averaging. I mean, my views on my videos are around 1,000, 2,000. I have videos that are 3,000, 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, 18,000 views. And I've only been doing this for only a few months. That is not normal on YouTube. As a matter of fact, the statistics on YouTube in terms of channels to get monetized or get reach 1,000 subscribers is 22 months. That is the average on YouTube in terms of, when you open a YouTube account. If you don't cheat, if you don't buy bots, if you don't buy all of that stuff, it's 22 months. There are a few outliers like myself that do it less than a year. Some people do it in 3 months. Some people do it in 8 months. But majority of people, because YouTube isn't easy. YouTube is it's a different type of world. And I appreciate YouTube. I really do, because this is where you know your personality. You know your skills. On YouTube, there are five variables that determine your success or failures on YouTube. 5. It's your personality. Okay, so your personality and your energy. It's the content, the type of content that you make. It's your delivery, so your ability to tell a story, really connect with people, all of that stuff, really kind of play into your success on YouTube. It's timing, which is number 4. What that is that a lot of time, depending on when you upload, and those that have a YouTube account know this, okay? Your upload time makes a lot of difference. Timing can also work for you in terms of maybe you hit a breaking news. You were very timely with the breaking news, and based on that news, you can garner a lot of people. And so that's something that works. Another variable that works for you. And then lastly is luck. There's an element of luck on this whole thing, right? And what I mean by luck is you talk to some YouTubers that have been here long and they've done this for a while. Sometimes you make a video, and it's certainly true for me. You make a video, the video doesn't gain much subscribers, and then a few months or a year later on, based on the algorithm distribution, how that works, all of a sudden this video gets a lot of attention and everyone is on this video, right? So when you talk to some YouTubers, they'll tell you that's the truth. It's certainly the case with me. The reason why most of you are here is off of a video I did 6 months ago on afrobeat, right? I did that video, just touched on it and I moved on. That is a video that got served and many of you, that brought most of you here, which is what I looked at when I saw the analytics and data. I was able to now use that as a way to say, let me speak more on this, because people, it seemed like people really like that. So that's what I mean by luck, right? Same thing, case in point, with CK. His song Love Wanting to, when he did that video, it was like a 2 years old video, right? Didn't really gain any attention, but based on the algorithm's distribution of it 2 years later, all of a sudden the whole world learned about it, and boom, there you go. So those are the 5 variables that really kind of work for you on YouTube. So YouTube ain't easy, right? YouTube ain't easy. So I would never look down on a YouTuber who is coming up. I will never, no matter where they are, because it's not an easy task. It's not an easy thing. These 5 variables have to work for you. And so it's not that easy. But for Sammyflex to go on and try to put me down because he's got 118,000, we're going to talk about it today. Okay. People like Sammyflex, have no talent. Here's what I mean by that. So there's 2 types of structure on YouTube in terms of when people are having videos put out on YouTube. There's 2 types of structure that you will typically find on YouTube. So there's the individual host, which is like myself, so you guys are logged in, you're watching me right now. It's, so it's nobody else, it's me. So it's individual hosts that really kind of present. And so everything about the show falls on me, right? So my personality, my delivery, my ability to tell a story, all of that falls on me, right? And then you have group hosts, those that have like, you find them on YouTube, they have like a panel, where, it's different people contributing to the show. So you never know who's really carrying the show. Someone like Sammy he can't carry the show. He can't carry the show because he's got a panel all the time. Most people use that as a strategy because they don't have enough personality to really carry the show, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that structure. I'm not putting it down whatsoever, but understand there's a reason why people have a panel. When they have shows, they have a panel. Why does this keep doing that? So someone like Sammy can't carry the show, so that's why he has to have a panel. But nonetheless, that's his structure. I won't really kind of I won't look down on that. But understand that it's a lot harder. Those that are individual hosts like myself, in my opinion, are the true talent, because we're carrying the show. I'm carrying my show. This is me. The success and failure on the show falls on me. There are no other personality. Once in a while, so when you find those types of channel, you need to give them kudos because they are the ones carrying their show. It's not easy to do that, right? It's not easy to do. All right, so there it is. I don't want attention from your channel. I don't need your channel because a lot of what you got is bots. I don't need your subscribers. I don't need none of that. I really don't. They're not watching you, by the way. They're not watching you. You're 118,000 subscribers. So Sammyflex has 118,000, but his video, like I mentioned, are like 1,000 views, 2,000 views. Well, I'm gonna show you all that. 3,000 views, 5,000 views, 6,000 views, 6,000, 7,000 views. Those are his views that he's averaging. Those are what he's averaging on his post. I get those views. I'm 1,200 subscribers. I mean, the idea that I did one video on this guy, and he thinks I'm cloud chasing over him. Are you serious right now? One video, right? Which is the video I showed you guys. That's it. I did that like 3 weeks ago. My channel has been around 10 months. And this guy somehow, you see, that's the ridiculous things you hear from like a lot of silly big channels. When you criticize them, oh my goodness, you want some attention. No, I don't. This is one person I don't want attention. I don't want none of that. So I've just told you. I've told my subscribers or anyone watching, if you're subscribed to Sammyflex, don't subscribe to my channel. I mean, do whatever you want. But this guy seemed to think that I responded to his division because I'm looking for attention. You got to be kidding me. All right, I'm going to deflate his ego in terms of that arrogance that he has, in terms of, I have 118,000 subscribers. Who am I? I'm struggling with my 1,000. I'm going to deflate that ego right now. I'm going to deflate it. I'm going to show these people. I'm going to give them a third eye. Third eye is something that has really worked for me in business and also in my career. The ability to see things that nobody else can see. That's why people paid me the kind of money I've made in the past. And I'm very grateful to be able to see things that people wouldn't see. To see a story in numbers. To see a story in some data set and be able to pull out data points and be able to tell a story. It's a third eye. It's not, I'm gifted with it, and I've had to really build on that over the years. I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to give you the third eye, show you how to use the third eye. So that way, when you're looking at someone like Sammyflex, who is bragging, you're able to respond, bring that whole thing down. He's not going to come out of this. I guarantee you that. He's not going to come out of it. He's going to lose credibility. All right, let's get into this. Let me share my screen. All right, so here we are. All right, so I'm going to also pull my channel up. So I'm going to pull my channel up. All right, here we are. So I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison here, okay? Because it's important when people are over there showing. So to a lot of people, when people see numbers like 118,000 subscribers, to the person who doesn't know what to look for, is impressive, right? It's impressive. May I also note that Sammyflex is not a verified YouTube channel, okay? It's not a verified YouTube channel. That means something. It's the reason why. He doesn't have a badge on his YouTube channel. Okay, there's a reason why. And I'm going to demonstrate why that is today. Okay, so on YouTube, to get verified on YouTube is literally 100,000 plus. That's your eligibility. 100,000 plus subscribers gets you verified on YouTube. Okay, that's YouTube automatically adds a badge. You guys have seen that. That's a little check thing, that little gray check that you find. There's a reason why, and that's because I will argue and I will tell you why that is. It's because, again, I'm not on YouTube's board. I don't know for a fact, but based on my experience on this for years and based on KPIs that I tend to look at when I'm looking at performing channels or channels that are social medias that are performing very well, there's things you look for. Okay, and on YouTube, it's also on YouTube. You know, things like engagement, click-through rate, how you calculate that, view rate. There's KPIs you look at when you're seeing, because a lot of people out here, cheat the system, but you can't cheat YouTube, because YouTube has really. I'm impressed from someone like myself with an experience in this. I'm impressed with the YouTube platform in terms of certain things work together to ensure that you can cheat in subscribers and buy subscribers. You're not going to cheat in the areas of likes and engagement on your video. You're not going to cheat in the areas of comments. You're not going to cheat in the areas of, so there's things that YouTube has put in place that you can't fool the system. You can try, but you can't. And so I'm going to tell you that people like Sammyflex paid for most of their subscribers. I mean, that's an assumption, but I've been doing it for a while. I can tell you this. You find a lot of that, with people who want to deceive people. So you go and you find, so when I review, I'm going to get to this, okay? When I work with companies and we're trying to find influencers who we would use to promote a brand, for a particular company. So I'm the guy that work with companies to really try to narrow which influencers we use. So I usually go to social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, to see how strong that person is. One of the things I look for on YouTube is the number of views you're getting, okay? Because that is a strength. Subscribers don't mean it. Subscribers mean things, right? YouTube doesn't pay for subscribers. Okay, YouTube does not pay content creators for subscribers. Subscribers are important, and I'll tell you how they're important. YouTube pays for views. Views are the cream of the crop. That's what YouTube pays for. So where subscribers come in is that subscribers, when you have a lot of subscribers, in this case, Sammyflex with 118,000, what that does for you is it at least ensures that your video will get seen because you have 118,000, right? So the 118,000 subscribers, are more likely to really watch your videos while YouTube is also pushing it out to like new people. So that's where subscribers comes in. Subscribers is very important in that sense. But in terms of you getting paid, YouTube doesn't pay you for 180 because you have 118,000 subscribers. They pay you for views on your video. Okay, so that's very, very important. So those are the things I look at. And then when I go on social media, like on Facebook and all of that, I look at the same thing, engagement, level of engagement, interaction. Here's what I typically find with a lot of people out there who cheat the system. And I know this for a fact. You'll find this. And here's something you look out for when you guys are judging channels like Sammyflex, right? When you have channels that have this many subscribers with no badge and they're verified, that's a huge indicator. Someone like Sammyflex with 118,000 should be averaging every video 35,000, 45,000, 60,000 a pop. That's where you should be at with his 118,000 subscribers. That's where you should. People that have 100,000 subscribers, that's averagely where you need to be. If you got those subscribers the right way, you didn't cheat the system, right? You didn't pay for bots, and that's where you should be. You certainly are not supposed to be at around the 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. That's not where you're supposed to be at. Okay, that's not the view. That's not the view count, right? People like myself with 1,000. 2,000, 5,000 subscribers are the ones that dabble around the 5,000, 6,000, 2,000 view count. That's how that mathematically, that's how that works. If you are engaging, if you fall into the 5 variables that I talked about, but if you have 118,000 subscribers, you should be averaging per pop, per video. You should be averaging, every time you release a video, 20,000 views, 30,000 views, 40,000 views. That's where your video should be at. Double digits, right? Occasionally you might have outliers, where you score like 200,000 views, 400,000 views, and maybe 1 million views, depending on that type of video. But your average video should be around 20,000, 30. Those, if you watch channels that are verified on YouTube, that really have great content, that's where they average. Again, I'm going over this because he called me out and he's bragging. So we're gonna deflate all of that today, right? So if you are in the 4,000, 5,000, you're not doing really hot. If your channel is over 100,000 subscribers and your videos are averaging 4, 5, 6,000, you're underperforming. You're underperforming. Now, I'm not going to fault these channels because it's not easy, right? But the point I'm trying to make is that if someone is going to brag about that, that is a huge deficiency in their performance. So I look at that, right? So here's my page. You guys can see this. So here is, we're gonna go over in terms of my videos. Again, if I scroll all the way here, I only have 46 published videos. I don't have a lot, right? But I think that I think I've done okay and good from a performance standpoint with the type of views that my videos are getting. So if you look right here, so right here at the bottom, see this right here, 10 months ago, why I walked away from corporate America. So that was my last job that I had, and why I walked away from that. The 110,000, that's not the most I've made. That's actually one of the lowest amount of money I made in corporate. But nonetheless, I walked away. That was my last position. So I put that was my first video. That's 10 months ago. So let me go back up here. So here is what my videos typically average. So obviously this is the most recent one 5 days ago was 1,800 views. This is a live of 852. So my lives don't do so well because they're long videos like this particular one. From what I'm seeing from the data is that most of you guys don't like long videos, but I have to tell you that I'm going to start doing a lot of live shows, right? Like this. So a lot of those are going to be long, and but I'm also going to chop them down to really kind of make them in bits. So it's easy for those that can't stay to watch a long live show to really go back and watch the short ones. But my live shows don't really in terms of views, they are very low in terms of that. So that's 850. So here's a post, 1,400 views in 2 weeks. That was 2 weeks ago. Here's the one that we did on Ayo, Sean Ayo. So mostly, if you go to my channel, so I'm 4,300 views. Again, this was a live 862. Here's the Dyer 1,400 views 3 weeks ago. 2,600. This is the video in question that I called this gentleman out right here. So 1,200 850. Again, that's a live video. 3,000 view. We're not going to talk about shorts. Shorts to me, they're great, but I don't count shorts. Here's 5,000 view a month ago. 2,100. So these are the views that I get on my channel. Here's the 7,000 here. And this right here, 148, 192. This was me trying to be something I was not. That I'm not, I should say. I was trying to be funny. Most of you are watching me. Most people come to my channel not because I'm entertaining. That's not the value I give. The value I give is the fact that I can bring a lot of education to a lot of my viewers. So people are subscribed to me based on the information, the education, my delivery, my research. That's why most of you are subscribed to me based on that. So I'm not the entertainment, make you dance and that's not my nature. I try to be funny as best as I can, but so this is me trying to put out videos that's just really not me. So anyway, they were not research based. So here are all the other research based stories, educational stories. 1,000 views. Go watch this video. This video right here. 90% of black people will fail to do this. This is a video. Whenever you can, go watch that video. This is a video that I talked about how to build generational wealth. Okay, it's a long video. Yeah, it's long. So, take some time to watch it. And I showed a few strategies in that, how to build generational wealth, to store up for your loved ones when you're not here, how to use life insurance to your advantage, how to also do 529 plans, as well as utilizing stock options, stocks, and what that is, and how to so you watch that. That's whenever you have time. Anyhow, here are videos that I did on exposing the ADOS and the FBA movement. This is another good one where I talked about the black slave owners, that black people that own slaves in the United States. Most people don't know this. I did research on it. Where I uncovered, and most people don't know this, there were over 300,000 black people that own slaves in the United States. See, most people don't know that. And they owned upwards as 13,000 slaves, in the South, Louisiana, Virginia, Georgia, the Carolinas, North and South Carolinas. So I talked about that. So that's, whenever you go watch that. But anyway, so that's another video, and that's another reparations video I talked about, on and on. And here's one that I talked about, how Nigerians are a formidable people. The data that the Department of Labor, the Census Bureau really kind of gathered on Nigerians and all of that. So I covered all how Nigerians are really killing it in the game. And here's, I responded to some guy just like this Sammyflex guy, another one, a guy named Phil Scott, another hater of Nigerians, but with clout on Nigerians to get views. So I did a response video on there. I have a 10,000 view here, so what's the point of this? The point is that when this guy is saying that I'm coming to him to get attention, I need him to know that, dude, I don't need your channel. Doing okay, all right. And then it's another view. So all the way till, this is a good one, 18,000 view 10 months ago. Really got a lot of good responses in terms of people to avoid in corporate America. And, these are mostly women to avoid in corporate America. And I go over all of these personality types. If you have time, go watch that one too. Okay, so let's look at Sammyflex. Okay, so that way I wanted to give you guys, so you understand the average of views that I'm getting. Okay, so understand that I've just shown you videos where I get like 18,000 views, 7,000, 5,000, 4,000, 2,000. I've just shown you all of that. So have that in mind when we go and watch this. So let's look at Sammyflex. Okay, so he's Sammyflex. Okay, here's a guy with 118,000 subscribers, highlighted right up there. So here are his views. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way to, we're gonna compare apple to apples. Okay, because to be fair, Sammyflex has over 2,600 videos published. That's a lot. I would argue that channels that have 118,000 don't have that much. They don't. You know, when you see channels that are really killing it out here, channels that are really making an impact, they usually average around 200 videos published, 300 published to, when they have 100,000, 118,000. When you start seeing the 1,000 videos from what on YouTube published, it's usually channels that have 1 million plus subscribers, that have the 800, 1,000. But to have 2,000 and have 118,000, that is not impressive. Okay. So here you go. So he's got, again, 1,600, 6,800, 1,300, 6,000, 4,000, 2,000, 5,000, 2,800, 2,000, 6,700. Again, I'm just going to go through all of that. We're going to go all the way to 10 months. Okay. We're going to compare apples to apples because I'm not going to go through all these 2,000 videos on his channel. I'm not going to do that. But we're going to go all the way to 10 months. Okay. So here, let's keep going. 6,000, 1,900, 370 views. 8,000, 5,000, 7,000, 2,000. So we're going to skip the shorts. Again, we're going to skip the shorts. 1,200, 298. 3,400, 1,700. 1,900, 7,000, 2,800, 960 views. 4,300, 2,100, 12 days ago, 159. So we're just going to keep going. 2,600, we're just going to keep going so I can make this quick. 307 views, 606 views 2 weeks ago. 357, 9,500, 27,000. So that's where he needs to be at. Okay, that's where every video should be averaging that. That's where he would need for a channel of 100 plus subscribers. That's where he would need to be at, but that's not what we're seeing. 3,100, 627. Okay. 3,400, 4,000, 3,800, 434. 2,400, 4K, 317 views. 5,000, 3,000 3 weeks ago. So we're at 3 weeks now. So let's keep going. It's the same story. If you keep, I'm just going to scroll down here so you kind of see, because I'm not going to go. I want to kind of get this video going. 671. So we're a month now. We're a month in. 2,400, 5,200, 394. A month in. So let's give 552 right here. A month ago. 3,600, 3,300, 319 views a month. So let's keep going. Okay, it's the same story. I mean, no matter how you look at 524, 4,300, 4,600, same story. I mean, we just keep going here. 1,500, 3,000, 939, 1,000, 600, 6,000, I should say, 2,800 views, 836 a month ago. Let's keep going here. I'm just keep going scrolling. I want you guys to see this. You can go watch the playbacks later on so you can kind of see where I'm at. So we're at 2 months now. Okay, so this is 2 months. You can kind of see that. So we're 2 months in. We're 727 views 2 months ago. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this short video and want to see the entire video, make sure to click on this link right here and it will take you to it. Until next time, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.